Good afternoon, everyone. Jason here. Today is December 5th, and this is your daily trade plan review. All right, so let's take a look at the trade plans here for the ES and the CL. First of all, this is the OTG membership page. Your trade underneath your trade plan bundle, you have your CL trade plan and your ES daily trade plan. When you click these tabs, it pulls open the trade plans. And today, right now, let's take a look at this ES trade plan. So what we talked about as we were heading into the session. Now these trade plans are put out, by the way, at around this one was put out around 5 p.m. Sunday afternoon. Typically during a normal trading week, they're put out sometime around 8 to 8:30 p.m. Central Time, and they provide you with the roadmap for your particular trading day. So what we were looking at here is as we talked about this market being in the choppy sideways conditions with the bullish lean. You can see here that we had this really had a triple top formation here that was holding the market in place. We sold off, and then of course you had this rally and break, and this is around the election time. You had this rally and break above the top of this resistance area, now providing support. So this is why we were talking about the fact that you did have some choppy conditions as we are testing back here into this support area, but you still have this bullish overall lean to the marketplace, and we are now back into this trading zone here. So choppy sideways conditions with the bullish lean, so looking for opportunities potentially to get long. A couple things that I want to look at here. Our primary strategy had us looking long from 21.83 quarter down to 21.78.75. This was the zone. You got to pick a spot that you call the sweet spot, and that's kind of the middle between these two zones. But this zone here of influence was the area that we were looking to potentially get long here today, or for the market to react and rally out of that area. That's at 21.81. The market then, if that didn't come into play, then you were looking at this 21.93 half, and we're going to come back and talk about that area here in just a moment. So let's take a look here at your ES chart. And we'll scroll back here. You did have a big rally in the overnight session as the news came from Italy that their referendum on government reform had failed. And so there was a spike in the marketplace here as we got into the European session open. So we talked about 21.83 quarter down to 21.78.75. That is this zone here. And the market did pull down into this zone, and then you did have a nice rally up. Now, the other area, if you missed this opportunity, and I did because I don't trade at, this is 1:10 a.m. Central Time. I'm not trading at 1:10 a.m. Central Time. The next opportunity would have been this 21.93 half. We talked about the market needing to break above 21.93 half, pull back, and then look for a breakout above that same 21.93 half. That was a secondary strategy, and of course we talked about, let's bring this out just a little bit here. That was the direction there was long. All right, so that was the area that we were looking for. So as the market comes up here into 21.95.75, there's the 21.93 half area. That's the top of this green box. We talked about the market rallying above, pulling back, and then looking for a breakout above this area here. So again, you had a small pullback. Things were looking good if you took something over the top of this. You came back down here on lesser volume. So the first move down was 7,000 contracts. The next move was 5,000 contracts. And you formed this double bottom. So once you had this little W pattern, you had a nice break back up over the 21.93 half area, which was on your trade plan. And then the market rallied all the way up to 22.05.75. So again, 93 half to 22.05.75. That's about 12 points. And if you'd gotten in down here, you could add an additional 10 points onto that, which would have been a 25-point move. So again, this information was called on your trade plan today. This is exactly how the trade plan looked at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time the day before, and about 8 hours later, it executed. So again, left me really with no opportunities today on the ES as the market was really performing. It just performed after or before rather, that I was able to get into it. So no real trades over there today. We didn't take anything over there. Tried to take a short off of one of our resistance levels based on volume. I got hit but no filled, and the market ultimately went in our favor, but I was hit but no fill and didn't get in. So no trade over there. I did take one trade on the CL today. We're going to take a look here I got in. There was a lot of rotation here right around this 9-10 area. And so we had one of our market maker levels on this 8, 9, 10 area. And let's come back here. We're going to put in this daily. I'm going to turn those off. We're going to put in this daily structure area here. Let's see. Is that it? Maybe the other one here. Give me a second here, and I'll take a look. 21. Let's come back here. Give me just a second here. I'm trying to remember here where it is that we ended up getting short, and I'm going to do the trade plan review here with you. All right, so it was after the first revision here today. You had a revision signal right here at this 51.92. So what you see here, and this is it's a little bit of a challenge to see. Let me turn off these primary levels for a moment. What you saw here was a lot of rotation. So every one of these swings, right? So every one of these swings, even this swing up here is considered a bearish swing up. This is considered a bearish swing up. And this, even though you broke these highs, was considered a bearish swing up. Now, the reason these were all considered, even this move down and this move back up for 39 ticks is considered a bearish swing is because the volume on the swing before was either the same or lower than the volume on the swing down. So again, you weren't making any new ground, or you weren't getting any real volume coming in telling you that the market was ready to get long. And so what happened is you had this move all the way down into settlement here today, and I did end up getting short right around this 92 area. So you see you had a revision signal form up here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a horizontal line here across this chart. And if you were in the trading room today, you'll remember this. We're going to draw a horizontal line here at this, I believe I got in actually right here around 89. And I'm going to make this horizontal line. We're going to change the color on this to white. Okay, so I'm going to turn off these levels here for a moment. And so we've got in short around this 89 level. My stop was at the 01. And so the market just kind of rotates around here, rotates, and gets all the way up here to, my stop was 01. It comes up to the 08 level. Now this 08 level here was where we spent a ton of rotation. We were looking for a target down into your primary support area down here at 62. Comes up here, rotates, and then just really spins the balance of the day until we get right here to the end of the day, and the market at 1:30 comes down and takes this out, would have given you your target at 61. So we had the right idea. We had a pretty tight stop. It was pretty choppy trading conditions. My stop was 01. It went to 08 and then ended up really never getting higher than that, and then sold off all the way down to the bottom. But again, we encourage you to come in. We'll talk in real time about these particular levels. But what I really want to draw your attention to is that we said that the market, the trade plan short. Now again, the market maker levels ideas are on your trade plan. That's something that we look at. But the primary or the secondary strategy here that we were talking about today, market needs to break out below 51.50. Pull back up to 51.61 and look for a breakout again underneath that level of 51.51. So the market did eventually comes down to this 51.50, and we're going to talk about that. You're just looking for a little bit of a pullback. 61 would have been the ideal scenario, but really all you're looking for is a little bit of a pullback. So if you come back in here, the bottom of this green box is 51.50. The market comes down, breaks that 51.50, and then gives you just a little bit of a pullback. Not much, right? Gives you a double top right here at this 51.55, breaks down through 51.55, and then, of course, your trade plan called for a push on down. And, of course, as we sit here right now, the market was as deep as 50.94. So, again, same idea on your trade plan here today. Again, both markets, sometimes they give it to you in the time frame. Again, here it is, 51.61 to 51. Market needs to break out below 51.50. Pull back into that 51.61, and while it did not do this 51.61, you're just looking for a pullback. You give some kind of inclination of where you would like it to get to, but really what you're looking for is the fact that it pulled back into this zone right here, right? Broke down below the zone, pulled back into it, and then sold off all the way down to 51.94. I took one trade today. It was an 11-tick loser, and we had the right idea, but we got shaken out before that opportunity could come to fruition. It really was a choppy type of day. In fact, if you look here on this 3-minute chart, after the open, you really were 28 down to 69. So that's about 59 ticks here. That's just 59 ticks of trading just back and forth throughout the entire trading day. So we were using our volume. We were using our tools. We had the right idea. The market rallied up and took us out by 7 ticks before it flushed. Well, really, we were in short at 51.89, and it went down to 50.94. So it was almost 100 ticks. We had the right idea. It just, the execution wasn't there for us today, and that sometimes happens in trading. So again, your trade plans provided you with the right information, and it gave you a good idea of where it is that we were looking to get to. The volume gave you all the clues that you needed, and the market rallied out of the zone just enough to take us out before it took the 100 tick move to the downside today. So again, one trade, one small losing trade is all we had today, 11 ticks, and that was really it. The ES trade plan performed to the really to the T, but again, we were not wasn't trading at 1:50 a.m. this morning when that occurred, and that happens as well. So again, trade plans are there for you to look at 24/7. Really, they starting at about 8 p.m. Central Time. So again, as always, I want to say thank you for watching the videos here at the Oil Trading Group, and until next time, I want to wish you good luck and good trading.